Every first Friday in the last month of the year has been set aside by government as a day to reward, acknowledge, appreciate, and recognize the contributions of our gallant farmers for their hard work towards the socio-economic development of the country. Agriculture, they say, is the backbone of the country's economy in terms of foreign exchange, and it has contributed immensely to the sustainability and growth of the nation's gross domestic product. In the agricultural sector, the nation prides itself in the production of cash crops, livestock, fishing, among others. Ahead of this year's Farmers' Day celebration, we want to focus on one of the leading foreign earners in the agricultural sector for the country, that is cocoa production and the plight of the ordinary cocoa farmer. Government says it is putting in place some interventions to enhance the sustainability of cocoa production. According to government, this will also enhance the livelihood of cocoa farmers. Speaking at the 10th anniversary of Cocoa Life in Accra, Deputy Chief Executive of Cocoa Board in charge of agronomy and quality control, Dr. Emmanuel Ajimanjomo, mentioned mass spraying, artificial pollination, among others, as some of the interventions aimed at improving cocoa production in the country.
It is very important for all stakeholders in the cocoa industry to strive to ensure that cocoa is produced in a sustainable manner. Since cocoa is a major contributor to the Ghanaian economy, it is important to empower our farming communities, which form the foundation of the cocoa industry, to ensure a sustainable cocoa economy and therefore a sustainable Ghanaian economy. It is in line with this vision that the government of Ghana Cocoa Board, and its dependable partners like Mondelez International have put in place various interventions to enhance the livelihood of cocoa farmers and improve the condition in their communities through upgrading of roads, provision and improvement of various social amenities such as school blocks, libraries, etc. Ghana Cocoa Board has introduced various productivity enhancement programs such as mass pruning, artificial pollination, rehabilitation of diseased and vulnerable farms, mass spraying and subsidized fertilizer programs, all towards the improvement of the production of our cocoa farms. The board is in the process of rolling out pilot irrigation program early next year. Let me state that as we increase productivity of our farms through the above intensification programs, the farmers' income will increase without any adverse effect on the environment. Hence, empowered economically to ensure a thriving cocoa community and a sustainable cocoa economy. Let me take this opportunity to encourage all cocoa farmers in the country to avail themselves to take advantage of the various interventions. We wish to indicate that Ghana Cocoa Board will continue to collaborate with stakeholders in the industry in implementing these programs. We therefore encourage our partners like Mondelez to complement the efforts of the board in the implementation of the programs. Ghana Cocoa Board and Mondelez joined hands in the past 10 years in implementing the PPP, in extension which has empowered our farmers to adopt good agronomic practices that has seen cocoa production rising from 350,000 metric tons to the current production of about 900,000 metric tons. Let me say, our collaboration has been fruitful. Nana Chairman, I want to emphasize that one major pillar of the Ghana cocoa is the quality of the beans we deliver to our customers in the international and the local markets. Currently, we are battling with the issue of chemical residues in the bean we deliver at the terminal trades markets. Some of them are due to the use of unapproved chemicals by our farmers and inappropriate use of approved chemicals. We want to admonish our farmers to be cautious of the chemicals such as herbicides and weedicides that they use on their farms. Farmers should also get closer to their extension agents for advice on the use of chemicals on their farms. Let us work together to maintain the quality of beans we produce. In our quest for an empowered, thriving cocoa communities, Mondelez has been one of our major partners. As we join you celebrating your achievements so far, we want to assure our cherished farmers and partners that the board will continue to provide an enabling environment for our partners to operate for the benefits of our farmers and the farming communities.
Now, the question most people ask often is how cocoa first came into the country. Dr. Akofa Segbefia is a historian, a communication expert, and also a cocoa farmer. He shares his knowledge on how Tetekwashi introduced cocoa to Ghana.
Before cocoa became a big issue in this country, we were using cocoa for medicinal purposes, because I am told how the whole thing started was people observed animals, farmers observed animals eat the cocoa beans, and they kind of got intoxicated. So they were using cocoa to brew some kind of alcohol, especially in the areas of Hamansu, Mimpiasem in the Volta region, and then close to Kumasi in the Ashanti region. So it was during the reign of King George IV that he commissioned a British aristocrat called Joseph Dupuy to come to the country, to the then Gold Coast, to mediate between the Ashantis and the Fantis, because the British wanted to trade with the Ashanti Kingdom, but because of the rift between the the Ashantis and the Fantis, Dupuy was sent down to pave the way for the restoration of trade routes between the British and the Ashantis. So as a result, he landed in the Gold Coast in January of 1819, and then set off. So the first point where he mentioned a lot of crops, including cocoa, was at Fosu. Fosu, that's we know it now as Asin Fosu. Then continued, and then to a place called Atonsu, and then before they got to Kumasi, they found cocoa plantations again. That was by the middle of 1919. So it was when he went back, he had documented all his travels. When he went back, he presented a comprehensive report as in form of a journal, which was published in 1824. 24 clear years before Tetekwashi was given birth to. So I know this as a historical fact, that before Tetekwashi introduced cocoa from the Cameroons, there was already cocoa in the Gold Coast. Now, having said that, as I indicated earlier, when he went and he presented a report on what the people were doing with the cocoa, I think that might have informed the British authorities that there was economic value to the crop. I think that's how the British got interested in our cocoa industry. And so it's today I think it's the leading how do I call it, beverage the whole world over. Maybe the next might be coffee or some other crops, but we have to give gratitude where gratitude is. I mean, if our colonial masters were able to see some economic value, which has made cocoa become the backbone or mainstay of Ghana's economy, we should be grateful to the Almighty God for giving us this gift.
Okay, so let's look at the appreciation or the acknowledgement, and for that matter, the recognition that we have given to Tete Kwashi, the perceived person who actually brought cocoa to Ghana. Do you think we have governments have been able to recognize him very well when it comes to his contributions to this particular industry?
You see, when you do certain things out of ignorance, people want to criticize or want to take umbrage with you. Why am I saying this? Because it's surprising that governments of our time have not been able to realize the truth that before Tete Kwashi brought cocoa, there was cocoa in this country. But I am quick to admit that the variety that Tete Kwashi brought from the Cameroons is a bigger pod that contains more beans than what was here before. What was here was smaller and more elongated. That took about 5, 6, 7 years, to after, seedlings to begin to bear fruit. But what Tete Kwashi brought, took about 5.5 or so years. So yes, if the variety he introduced has actually revolutionized our cocoa production and our cocoa regime, as a nation, yes, recognition must be given to Tete Kwashi. He must be appreciated for bringing that variety, into the country. Though today, other varieties have cropped up, and now you can even plant cocoa and start reaping in 2.5 or 3 years. So it means we have grown even out of Tete Kwashi's efforts, which must be recognized. As to whether he has been appreciated well enough, a whole hospital has been named after him. There used to be a runabout. We used to call it Tete Kwashi runabout. Now it has become, I think it's still Tete Kwashi interchange, right? So I am told, I am yet to find out from the National Archives, that the colonial government, when Dr. Kwame Nkrumah was the leader of government business, Tete Kwashi had been compensated with some monetary reward. How much, I don't know. But I'm still trying to find out whether a thing like that, had actually taken place. Now, you asked earlier whether his family, benefits from this. I think there must be a government, that should be a government policy, that must be a government policy to reward the families of people who have contributed towards Ghana's economic growth. You cannot just take the cocoa sector and single out one family for any compensation or any reward or anything, because a lot of people have contributed to the economic and political growth of this country. But I am told that Tete Kwashi was adequately compensated for the recognition given for the type of cocoa he brought into this country.
Okay. Now, on the 7th of December has been set aside to be a day that we recognize farmers in this country. Looking at this particular sector, I'm talking about the cocoa industry. Do you think that our farmers has been, the plight of the farmers has been well addressed?
I am a cocoa farmer myself, because my father bequeathed an 18 point something hectare farm to the number of he left behind. And so the producer prize under the former administration, I think we had fertilizer supplied to us free of charge, but the present administration says no. So that adds to the cost of cocoa production to us cocoa farmers. Secondly, once it adds to the cost and the producer price to the farmer has not been increased, and with the present economic situation where fuel prices keep rising, the cost of doing everything has risen, that diminishes whatever goes to the cocoa farmer. That is the plight of the cocoa farmer. I don't want to say cocoa farmers are better off today than they were 2, 3, 4 years ago. They are not. We are not.
What, in your opinion, are some of the policies that you think government can implement so that you have, these farmers enjoying at the end of the day?
You see, there are times policy decisions might be informed by activities of the very players in the industry. I must admit that if you cross the border into Cote d'Ivoire, their farmers are not given fertilizer free of charge. I think even if it is given to them at a rebate cost, it is still cheaper for them to buy fertilizer from Ghana. So quite a number of the farmers and some of the produce buying agencies who aided some of the farmers to have these fertilizers free of charge, rather, turned around, smuggled them across the border and made money out of it. So as a result of that, I mean, how can government give you something free and then you go and make money out of it? So that might have informed the policy shift, for which reason you wouldn't blame, the policy makers. But having made the policy and realized that the policy is adversely affecting even the genuine farmers, some compensation package, should have been thought of for the farmers in the industry that could alleviate, the cost of, producing cocoa.
Now, but one issue has to do with the fact that when I visited some of the farms or the farmers, they told me that they've heard, and I also know that government went for the syndicated loan, and now when they go to sell their products, the clerks or the purchasing clerks will tell them that there's no money. So that has been a very serious issue that is confronting them now. So when it comes to this particular issue, do you think that government, they're actually asking government to release the money because they are also suffering?
Yeah, because you see, the purchasing clerks are the agents between the farmer and the government. And if they are saying there is no money, then it means government has not released the money. If government has gone for syndicated loans to purchase cocoa, and we send the cocoa to the purchasing companies, and they are not ready to pay as the farmers, who does business like that? Nobody. Because at times you have to employ labor, to clear some of the weeds in the farms, and at times even when you plant the cocoa seedling, you need to get either banana or plantain suckers to give them shade, to start their life with. And those people, at the end of the day, once they finish the job, they expect their money to be given to them. For a farmer to tell a laborer, wait, when I sell the cocoa and I get the money from the produce buyers, I'll pay your money. You'll be out of business. You might not get anybody to help you on your farm anymore. So these are some of the things that, the government needs, the policymakers need to look at in dealing with cocoa farmers.
So finally, what will be your message as we are about to celebrate Farmers' Day on Friday?
You see, I think people in governance must be very open and frank with, all the sectors. The backbone of our economy is the agri sector. We cannot run away from that because Ghana is nowhere near industrialized enough to say agri doesn't matter. I have it on authority information that even last year's Farmers' Day awardees, some of them, I know that those in the fisheries sector, whoever won in the fisheries sector, were never given the awards. So if last year's awardees were not given the awards, what guarantee is there that this year's, winners are going to be, rewarded? If this is anything to go by, then I think our government is not transparent with us well enough. I think I want to appeal to farmers to try as much as possible to learn new techniques, go with the the government agents. There's a technical.
Officers.
Say again.
Extension officers.
Extension, exactly. Extension officers, because they have the best advice they could give. So let us not be suspicious of the extension officers. Let us listen to them. Whatever they they impart to us, let us listen to them, and I think we can improve our yield.
We visited some cocoa farmers and purchasing clerks in the Itiwa West district of Enyinem in the eastern region, and this is what they have to say. First is Yusuf Nimako, one-time best farmer in the Kwabrim district.
The friend Yusuf Nimako. I started Kejuma 1987, and I'm the started Kejuma. I started for a model with almost 6 years. I'm a district best farmer. District best farmer in the Minyan Wetiwa district. From district best farmer in Minyan, and I'm a quite award. Now, DC now buy and my cuckoo seedlings is a media cuckoo. Now, I'm fine, Kaya Brana, year born. Me buy and my maybe started cuckoo, Jumano, a year 1988, 89, 88, sorry. Cuckoo, Jumano, so my cuckoo fu now, me cuckoo fu 36 acres. And Gusua, the cuckoo, my winning district best farmer, Etiwa district. My winning cuckoo district best farmer, Kwabibrim district. My cuckoo, Jumano, Achakakara. Na ye hawa, you woman, ye will how be far, you cuckoo, Jumana, ye no, ye nimwa. Nti amaye ye kuku djuma no afie bia ye ho kire yen ewo ye djuma na ye no nti ye besre aban se aban ti nani na won hwe kuku akuafo de nti e ma me kasa na se wo ye kuku djuma na wudu mpani fi so a uni echitaye bia wo de beboa wo djuma na wo ye no nti aban ye ni se ombe ye pension cream e de amaye kuku akuafo no eno ni adesrede a ye de sra ban ne se wahu ye mobo so obeye pencil cream amaye na se kuku uye kuku djuma na wo ko wa homegye mu na obenya moa kakra bi dia aban ne hwe se obeboa yen na ebetimi aboa ma emabu na wan ni na nenamoa wan nya djuma bia no betimi abeboa ma ya ye kuku djuma no ma kuku djuma na tumpon eno ni adesrede afi enu a edigu kuku so ye nya du papa ne nto edrobia nso ni honoma ye digu kuku nso nti extra ban se de wo boan no di kuku adru fa extension kuku stations no so no onnom kan ho na kuku adru ni ntimi mra dodo ne ba on nso atimi ama ibi ne adi aye adwuma no se de beboa ye ma kuku adwuma no atumpon
na gang for no say
gang no ye kuro we mu de eye tumfa ha de se ye nya gang be se nsia kura anka eye ediche se yen district mu hase num de fa osi no de bane de tumfa ha de ye kuku a ye na ye dikan e wo kuku ku eduma na ye yin kuku wa ha pa ya kwan so nye nti aban no ehu ye mobo na omeboa ye mfa ye kuku eduma na ye no ho se de be ya emabu nu so ene na ma on nya eduma bia no betinya ba ye ku eduma ni bi na ma Ghana kuku akonani
na mpacho se kokoo fo no mo de mkoko no kwa na makoton a immediately munye sika na say dey won
sesi aso di koko ko CMB na wo kwa akoton sika ni ho PC beto koko no no de esi ho wose ko na bia me ko office abase me nsabe kan sika bia 3 days 4 days na won san kan sika na wadidi mu kura aye diamond ye bestra ban ne say mo aye na sika ntimi mra na sika ne ba na PT4 no nsaken sika no ne ekoton kuku na uton ya odi ka bia ne wanya bi de akutua enti sa ye beton kuku no awie ne yasen akobo bese mra PC betua ye ka ye jiska na ne yasan de ne nyina akwa akutua ka
ya how be na de bremo
o how de brem se e ma yasetan mu yeden ewo ye nyumadi na ye di medical se ye ni adwuma foforo bia ye kan ye kuku adwuma no ho ene wo kodobo de a woton a enko na nim bia ndi kuku adwuma ya na boa ye kakra wo ye
Chief farmer in the Achimtumfa area in Enyinem, Charles Bediako, lamented over inadequate machines for the spraying of their farms.
Charles Bediako. They started in 1990. na ko dwuma eno ana me ya ben fi bi ne mo me de akon hiam kakra ne se esra ban bebre se yan kuafo yi no enka betimi a won tete kakra na nka bi edu yan pani fie so no ye nya ye bi kakra asa success ya se do akọ bank success bi ta akọ bank bi kakra be to bi kakra edi ne hiam kese pa
omo frɛ no pension scheme
pension ya strike won fa yan to pension scheme ne bia wutu ko kakra na ko ne atu kakra na atu kakra so betu kura ti ansa price ba na ko ati afiri
okay
betimi ma yan se o de betu pension scheme a enka ko kura bi mu ne nya ne bedi eno ho hiam pa
na last so now can about gangs na omo ha no
na because gang no ya mpa ye krom ha ne kuku pa ye ti kuku a doso pa ne gang no ye ba ko pe ti e besra ban senka o de be kan ho a ye pesa se sa intimi nwie afi no ye second bi be intimi nwie ho aduma gang ye ba ko penti besra ban kakra afi on hwe ye on na ne hwekuafo na ne ma bibi ehia ye no on so fam wide
na producer price na anko soro for 2 years no so ham bebre
no de high na me ti hu kakra se where price no me hu hotel is ekofo kakra na technically say ye ya ban so on hwe na on pagya bo no so mai
nti ya fa ne kwekwe kuafo ankasa debe na ehia mo pa mo pese aban de mamo immediately ana se ano he ya
de hia kese pa say aban be hwe nkoko to no yie ni sikasem ebe ye pepe pa ma ye na ye tumi ye adwuma de say ye adwuma no ye wo ha nsi obo yen awi ahye yen ye bibia nso akuafo be de kura na yen yeso ne kuto man kese ye ni ye yi atofom to say de akuafo de mu yen kura e aban hwe ye nka sisi anka be boy fertilizer ni na o mai bi
na fertilizer no na ho asem ni sen
fet ne de first pa ne de nanka aban de mayen e na won komu won se binye binja ye nto nti no eze ye ni tomu ne ye wo
ba moto de munya
ne de wo kriska nko ade a PC4 ye produce officers and by agencies no company na de wo ko ton ko a man sika won de bibreo
okay farmers day de be message pa na de wo ma aban any farmers in general
farmers day me ka che me no kuafo se mo bia yiko ni afin chapa ye yire me stress ye nyina ye nkuta dwuma no dwuma ne kuta o man kase ye kuta mu a o man ne bi yiye e ma ye nso kuafo nso bi di yiye.
Alex Ado is the headmaster of Achimtum Methodist Primary School and a cocoa farmer and has also been speaking to the team.
Frame Alex Ado. Cocoa adwuma no e adwuma bi a ye nyina nim se eno na ye ade a ekita o man no o man no e backbone no nanso afi so de niema anko yi ama cocoa akuafo kra especially anonom abese yi cocoa no dodo no a isan se ye nya nuro amfa amonti e be sra ban se opese obo ama cocoa adwuma ntimi gina na nanso de a niema a ye be bobosi o momoden ani hodwuma man ni di kan ya anonom aduro no e obre a free April e kono na cocoa na hase e fama nti na se ye hase bo anonom aduro no ye nya bi nto ne etoso bi o ye petro ye tumu ene ye tumu wochina etumu na de kyen no etie kuafo pa isa se okwani bi wo ho a obebu before so be spray the cocoa be wie no na wa top petrol be say 6 gallons 7 gallons to 8 gallons enti se petrol no bo kosoro pa affect kuafo e ma ye production no so ya na ekofo isa se wan cocoa no so yi a unya na ese unya eti e be sra ban no e na cocoa no so petrol e de gu so no ye se okoto ya na de begu machine no mu and also a premise fuel na this a fra the oil engine oil France na what in use it's not say nim say the fra no any adenti no say your machines ni bebre the besra ban say say nka wo ma fishery na o ma wo premise fuel no say nka no so obetimi a extend no wa makuafo so premise fuel say the digu machines no mu a say ya nka bebo aye pa ye kuro no aye wo mu no so ye kuro a eso e ya chimtumfa cocoa production na e wo ha papa enipa to cocoa wo kuro yi mu no e bro 10 na 20 kura nanso obia nya no so ne de but gang no a wo ha won spray mfu no e mayen no e ye ba ko pe ba hia kita wo no so e no so enti afini mu no nyina won ntimi nya even 1/10 on ntimi spray 1/10 for the whole town eti e besra ban say ɛno nso sɛ gang no ɔbɛyɛ no mmɔ a ama yɛn a ɔnyɛ no mmɔ man na wɔn ntumi hwɛ yɛn because bisi mafu wɔn nkɔmu da nyɛ sɛ bi a wɔn nan pɛ sɛ wɔn kɔ but nnuru mi so wɔn bɛtia bɛduru sɛ wɔn bɛduru mi hɔ no ne bi nnuru na sa anaasɛ ntumi nnuru mi so na afei na kɔ na wie yɛ eti yɛbɛsra ban no sɛ ɔhwɛ ɛhɔ so ɛma yɛn na wɔn ntumi sɛ ɔbɛboa yɛn deɛ a ɔmmoa yɛn prɛko ɔmmoa yɛn ma yɛn ho nkyerɛ yɛn because ahokyerɛ ɛwɔ koko adwuma no mu paa ɛka ɛwɔ ho no so ɛka ɛwɔ koko adwuma no ho so papapapapa eti yɛsra ban no sɛ ɔmɔ mmɔden a sɛ ɔbɛtwa n'ani ahwɛ koko akuafoɔ koko akuafoɔ nso bɛtumi aboa ma sɛdeɛ kodi wu afoɔ di anim no deɛ menkuto deɛ meka sɛ bedwen ho na mete ase a meboa because Ghana koko no deɛ yɛwɔ koko na sɛdeɛ ɛbɛyɛ a na mabun no a ɛba no nso ani bɛgye koko ho no wontwa n'ani hwɛ kuafoɔ na wɔyɛ kuafoɔ no yie a nkwakorawa na yɛn yɛtwa mu akɔ no yɛmma mmeranteɛ no nso bɛba bɛwura mu na wɔn abɛyɛ adwuma no ma ahotɔ ne anigye aba ɔman no mu
na biribi wɔ hɔ a wɔpɛ sɛ ɔka fa ho especially ɛfa cocoa producer price no yɛantom for 2 years any other issue say ebia cocoa farmers say mo dem nyoma no corner some kwakoton immediately no nyam sika
no de no kre cocoa no yɛantom 2 years and aban na explain say world market na aba from price na aba from we can't be grow him because and they no aban na to cocoa no into corner say you see ntom world market na ye force no aso ntom a say be na okonya sika na ba but say sika no a wo makɔgye sɛ wɔn de beto cocoa no sika no yɛkɔkɔtɔn cocoa no ayenya said ye mo buy bi a wo hu bi no
ɛyɛ syndicated loan no
sa yɛsɛ yɛkɔ aban na kɔgye sika a wɔde beto cocoa afei de yɛkɔtɔn yɛ cocoa a yenya sika say 2 weeks 3 weeks wo so kɔbɔ to cocoa no fa apaafo de wo sesa de wo kɔbɔ de wo kɔsoa de abegu apaso am watɔn no ɔmo nyinaa de befiri no yin sɛ wo tɔn cocoa no pa wetu ɔnka wakɔtɔn cocoa no over 2 weeks 2 months na wo sanka wo sika in fact ama secretary receivers no pieces no no bre papa because it me kwota so fia no pa kosi anwumre na aya ansem bebre nti yesra ban no say sika de akɔhye bia no o mani nsa ne mra na pieces fo no nya sika no won fa ntie kuafo no ka ma ayan so yenya yasom wie ne ntimi ntuatua paafo no ka because bronya na ebe bebre ebeto won mantade ne ade eti beduru bronya no mu no say aban na ntimi resist ka ma won tue kuafo no ka de a in fact be kofa nsem bebre abre kuafo ne apaafo a wo ye yemfo no
afi o message ben na ma farmers in general for farmers day
farmers day no message amede makuafo an say omonyere won ho nhyɛ won sapo mu nsuo isa say ku adwuma yɛ adwuma ahotɔ wo mu pa na den na yɛ but wo hyɛ wo sapo mu nsuo na so bɛyɛ na wayɛ ni yɛ nso a bibi papa bi befiri mu aba ahotɔ wo mu anigye wo mu kyɛ sɛ wo kɔ afu mu a sɛ woyɛ ni yie di a wodu mu afu mu bibia wanigye enti yɛsrɛ akuafo sɛ farmers day no obia wo pɛ sɛ wo kɔ bi anaasɛ upesa wo so nya wa achieve something no e se obo modin ase obetre wafum na wo libres nso wa hye da wa bo modin ase obe korokoro na mfa won se be won ye nkoa na won ni sikanti wo fa opa ni atua ne ka ma won so ani se de obetimi aye adwuma no amaga na atumpon e da kuafo ase se won koso ekita ye because mfie mi no ne ntu kokko mu but Ghana kuafo empa aba omu gina wo ma na chi sestor on be koso aye adwuma ama mpunturu aboman no ye da won ase papa.
Another cocoa farmer in the same area, Stephen Apia, has been complaining about some challenges cocoa farmers go through.
Me being Stephen Apia.
Okay.
Me wo etiwa nansi. Kakra meti me kan say cocoa ntumu na fiwe aban farmer high cocoa. Because wiase ko ne mu niema ye de adwuma no kwa de ekosoro. Input no bo kosoro pa. Nje ko ba se o ruga ban se ya ntoma mana ne enso ene nka onye input no to bibi amaye na osi ogu kokoso okonu su goro ene yen dwumadie ne yen so de egu kokoso pa emoye titru kra se ya ti wa har mo de so on supply ananu madu enso afie wi ananu na amaye kokoko no kra amoye kra opon se de ye togu su bia ananu no awie nti se de o mana ni hwe etu o mansi masa anonom no ya tiri se o supply se wi for pay ye na ha de kibini ha enso ha ya bro se wi for so ntia o mo isa
okay
na kokko input no so hwe se de osifa boy ne ni je ho de na mo hia no mo supply ne shedan ko se de ezeka ekono no oboy akebe ye de pa di kan a ehia me kesi pa ne kokko bo na 1 2 if say 1 2 no so cost of labor e kroma kra no mo ji 300 0 mo se kokko no mo ji 350
Yeah, 35 Ghana
35 Ghana cedis. I just said Bibia.
Laborers.
Laborers.
Now, farm no, I know farms are here.
Me farms man, should I land cracker. And to be family be 3 acres, 4 acres, but no different 6 farms.
Now 6 no different 6 no laborers are in a room.
Laborers there. Come on, me should be for 1 permanent labor, but this year cried my man. To be for individual laborers and a call timer. You man here. Sana me no me.
It's a day which you want.
A day me to me the neighbor is 5 kofu. I me 350. And my man cried there. I feel more years so much 500. Ah, on boko kwati koko 1 day pe. And I any year once a month 450.
Yeah, 50 Ghana cedis. And I'm also only on work as a man of 45 Ghana cedis.
The mad the omji 350.
Okay.
As we are to koko. I feel a drone so ne boy pa. Omsi e fani nyina ma ba dia. Yeto because abana ya twa no kra ka enyi yeto mo so ne bon koso enti ama kwantum no affect ye pa ana mpo wahu Ghana ade chi bia ade bia no abanachi entare yeto ne ntumo e fra ne bibia no e wo soro pa anti omo ayo ne bo no ho de kura du bia wo pe bia tokora no wo hye da hu me na me fertilizer ma bre pa me san hye ranka bi to so bo ya omo ayo ne yo no ana me de ba no 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 ano no atiwa Easter, almost shut supply, and I know. See Jama, ye Nibisa, and so this year, and I know a boy, a Jumani Kakasi pa. Now, baby, I got on them cry their supply, and they could feed ye Nuyano, yan shedding ya, and I don't know maybe a white. It is a band of crime wine, the animal masters ye. Because the name I have thrown not for sale. As not for sale, no, when you be you, and I win you be soon to. And then all my Rabonti in your choir, ye be out of the abois. Bia maka chira ba ye hia me ani de mgusu kura ne wu ebo honkomo ye ni kokko ntumu ani impusa abanso supply no suyesu ne mom se ka de message o ma mra stores ye pa na not for sale na bobo ho no wonyi bi mfiri mi ye nya ani ma no
na omo say first na ye ne mamu free no ye free no ye ankofo bebre enya bi enya bi it says ya no ye ton say the be ya obi an so be nya bi ntse wo ho but ukwa e ya monya bi ana say tisen
ye kwa ye hye de nya impusu because akwa ti say aban so be supply di bebre na ne atwo ho no for sale de o ma je atum say ye mfanya dwuma no atwo no for sale bebre so a e ato no si me en to dru guna so efengu kokoro so because be ha ne ton no o mo ye
okay. And I feel so message for farmers in general on farmers the bed.
Farmers me who say say cocoa no ni buru ni hata no e ma Ghana for yen bo na yen saka no honey premium no e be for e be dey ma the whole farmers say yen price no yen ni abanhye na oni ye ka say e buru cocoa no ni hata ni yi a e be me yen price na abanso atimi aboyen akodi price no dey abeto cocoa na mo.
About you try to cry, yeah, nan for say gang. Nyam spray no, nkrofo mbe spray no, omo ndoso. E na afin so, e bi no suggest say anka pension scheme, any scholarship scheme for farmers no, omo ma no so. E no so betumi a che wadwon won kakra.
Say nya gang so, e dey say, omo kire say akatua band ma omo no. Enso. E na we so ye chemical juma. E say oh yeah. One kwan so danger and he say gang ne dey aban ehwehwe kura kro no so ye ya yensanka gangs no appreciate me support e be boa yen pa saban de badia e be boa because yen kuafo ndie ye ni aban adwuma ne so difference dem kakra o edu ba bi na we older na che say o kore sa it was started by e be boa
any scholarship scheme for your children so
scholarship so on ko gusu ye bibisa boa enti ene on famra na.
A purchasing clerk for the Produce Buying Company Limited in the Achim Tumfa district, Achim Pepra, lamented bitterly about the fact that there is no money to pay cocoa farmers who sell their produce to them. He indicated that this is unprecedented in his 44 years as purchasing clerk, where they now have to purchase cocoa on credit.
Produce by a company and koko kɛseɛ wɔ ha paa yɛtɔ adwuma me yɛ in fact akyɛ since 1974 aja masom PBC abɛsi dɛ na adwuma no afie adwuma no nsakra kakra bɛm ɛyɛ koko tɔ no sɛ sika bisa bi sika ne bi tɔ koko sika no sɛbi ne ba no ntwa yie PBC deɛ sika no ɛba kakra na ɔde ma yɛ sɛbi nhia bɛyɛ sɛ bag wɔ hakore sika ne ama bag bɛyɛ du anaa bibi ɛte saa in fact na akuafo yi tɔn koko firi ne ade fie kura nyɛ askora sɛ mo abɔ besia ɛwɔ na de koko ba sɛbi ɔmfa koko papa na ba yɛ mu yɛ no de aba sɛ wata koko ne sika no kura mɛbi koko no kura so mɛbi ti yɛ bɛsra ban bebree sɛ koko tɔ fie no sakra ɛwɔ mu no sɛ ɔmie sika no wɔmayɛ paa na yɛmpɛnto koko na obi amfiri no koko ɛyɛ tufa sɛbi ɔmbɛ sika na wɔntua ka ne ade a yɛmfa mma ɔyɛkuafo bebree adwuma no ante ama yɛ production no PBC no akɔfam adenti sika sɛbi PBC aba no ɔmma yɛnti ama yɛ adwuma no ntumpɔn ɔkɛ last year this akora kama to koko fai yɛafie no nte saa adenti yɛnyɛ sika ada from so keten kora wuska sɛbi yɛde to koko ti yɛbɛsra ban bebree sɛ ɔmfrɛ ne to yɛ no PBC na ɔmo yɛmpɛ no full sika na yɛnyɛ bi ne fɛ to koko na fie koko tɔ no nkɔyie ɛma PBC to fa tan wɔ ha PBC ngye na kora all societies especially in the eastern region western korea camp demonstration bi nyina yɛate ne nyina ɛka yɛn bɛte yɛde yɛntumi kɔgyina ɛnyɛ demonstration de ada na de yɛka ne sɛ abaa no ɔmmoa yɛ ɛyɛ sikasɛm na ne kofo ado ɔmmoa yɛ ɔnto ne sɛ yie na yɛsɛ gye sika ne nto koko ne bi te sɛ adeɛ a yɛadwuma no ɛnkɔ yie afie koko a yɛhwɛ no yɛ sɛ a wɔnya sɛ yɛyɛ adwuma paa PBC akuafo no gye yɛdi yɛadwuma papa a yɛwie nti ɛkɔba sɛ sika ni hɔ deɛ a ɛbɛyɛ no ne ato koko deɛ yɛbɛsra baa no kwan bebree so na wɔhwɛ na PBC ɔmmɛ sika na ɛfɛ nto koko no na adwuma no ɛntu mpoma yɛ woyɛ de srɛ ayi nana sɛ nadaroma ɔhwɛ no ma bi yɛ no ɔmma yɛ bi na yɛyɛ mmɔbɔ ɛnyɛ sɛ adwuma no ɛnkɔ yie adwuma 44 years no afie deɛ mehu no bi nsi da ebi ɛte saa tɛmɛsiri bebree ɛmitumi aka kyerɛ anaasɛ nadaroma ɔhwɛ no ɔmmoa yɛ ne adwuma no ntu mpɔ srɛ nana woyɛ na mɛsrɛ sɛ ɔmmoa yɛ
but on manyana say for cocoa farmers in general no for 2 years near yentia producer price no yentu and also how ben the brem
cocoa yentu mu na kuafo no keka ho nsem bebree say aba we de ade no ntumu ni ade na ye de ne atiase ye say the world market no na de da ne da etete say ba bi kura mpo no like apricot ni ade kura mpo mo cocoa price so I take room as we are telling through radio and the TV. Until the India market, just say, no one could go on, so a band peja, a bluffno pejano, and a band with me a pejoa. Until you want to mono, I can ask you at the and say, and every or the Hachibia, no one peja, or betum swamay. Then I know money.
Now, I think so. License buying companies for no, yeah, farmers, Mrs. Omokopa. Na so much cotton cocoa na omonya sika no immediately na cocoa ball so aka say enye sa na omo de sika no syndicated loan no omo de sika no aba out da nti no so what den chene say
enti sa say cocoa ball de sika no aba out ye hu ni sa e bi kra me ha kra sa na tie cocoa omo de free me ma kokko je mu sika ba sika kra ma me no enso ni situe sa say me ne akwa ya try ha che no buo ne di am de ma o muntino in fact amo famen na nte se o se ni ko no sika no so wa di sika so ndi obo e di hu bibi sa ko se nko yi to free di free e ka se free ani ebo bi se ko di sika be se 20 baht 30 baht no to ko be se 50 baht so da one free and wa free then the slaba na se wo hwe no mani yi mai se akuafo na se bi eye ni papa bia enu am tentisa ka koko kra kanya dia ebenye bia to dia no kware free
bacho o china na woche Farmers Day. Na say says here say unya abani pe bi wa na say president na Adodankwa Akufo-Addo says here e de ben asemport no be ka a kire no efa cocoa farmers ene mo di dwa cocoa nyama ho no
the market kire na man penifo say ya best cocoa aduma no e say ya ntumu but the second Mexican no ma e basania bibia twam eba sama yenye bi ento na kuafo so badwu because aba o why higher say na wakase bia say cocoa from kakase cocoa is kakra say body afa baby a wo ye aduma ba bi ni ade ni cocoa fu ya cocoa kuafo ya na sabi abo wo na na sabi etumpo a so benye bi ade ayo ma aduma ye ba say baby no kwade de kuafo aka no ye tie no no kwa baby ti de yes no say e ba say baby say on funa ntu ye no na omo aye na adwumade no ay cocoa aduma no entumpo ba say dem di kaka ya be say o man cocoa de kura o man bia be say wantum ayi ne mi say ba bi nti di a wantum ya ti ase na wa miska no so amade a ne ne say bia kwa na say ba ye be kire e be sere na Akufo-Addo say no da o fe bibi ye mai.
Speaking with another farmer, Emmanuel Ejeyi is also a purchasing clerk for Olam. He tells the team government should release monies from the syndicated loan and make life easier for the farmers.
The firm Ejeyi Emmanuel, no Etiwa district. I'm to cocoa ma Olam. We are purchasing clerk ma Olam.
Purchasing clerks for no money farmers no cocoa farmers dey kita won bebre ya sebe no mo ka kire mo e wo omo eduma no mo ye no
eduma mo ka kire so mo how pi ndo toni fertilizer ne ho nyama mo dey eduma no na afi so ska no mo dey to cocoa no enwa edin di ze omo nya ska omo dey to cocoa no
na okay na mpacho na mo ankasa as a clerk no challenge be na o mo face
challenge face no iskasem
Skasem saying,
you call Mrs. Kenio. The boy brands and in his character.
But you bet much muka cry, muko here.
You call officer. The officer ban face come by.
Cocoa board and I say PBC.
And then the movie on this kind of the someone under cocoa board.
Okay. Alright, it's a bassa or how many the Bremo?
Oh, I'd been to. I do can in which I say on the tomb which I say scour answer. On the coconut bill.
And I say, so Miss Sanchez say, LBCs no, cocoa farmers no cohua, not some of the cotton cocoa immediately no munya or musical, waiting at Chumkaka.
Oh, I said, German penny for no one with your phone. Okay.
And it says here, say, I buy per se a bit more, a different pot and pan of a catcher by.
Abambe so bem de pese scanner ere e ba wa because etama mu bebi kokoo no kra no abande e de ba se wakoji skaba do beto kokoo afa de edu mfimfini na scanner hu a e ha krafo no bebi.
Other farmers also shared their sentiments and frustrations in the cocoa industry. From the eastern region, we moved to the Volta region in the whole West District, Jologbagame to be precise, and interacted with some farmers. First is a former assembly member for the area, Alfred Yao Delechu, for the history of cocoa farming in the area.
My name is Alfred Yao Delechu. This is Whole West. It's a newly created district out of the then original whole district of the Volta region of Ghana. Cocoa cultivation was one of the preoccupations of our ancestors. It dates as far back as our grandfathers and grandparents' era. And then it has brought socio-economic development in the area, but around 1983, when Ghana suffered national bushfires, lamentably, the whole mountain stretch, this range of mountains which cocoa was on, including the lower ground ones, were all burnt with bushfires. And that was exactly the time that our youth returned from Nigeria, the retainees. So the Gongon was beaten that they should go into cocoa cultivation again to recapture the status of the area. That is why that is the advent of the reclamation of cocoa project in the whole West as it is now. And the youth actually are hardworking, and socio-economically we develop. through our own small ways. And most of us also attended school out of cocoa money. And only a few people had a chance of cocoa CMB scholarship. So we suffered from time immemorial. But with the government's message that we should go into cocoa cultivation. And most importantly, what is attracting us is that when you are a cocoa farmer, you wear cocoa for a number of years, and you are aged, you enter into some pension scheme, and also the housing, which like mortgage and other packages that are now packaged into cocoa cultivation, is really attractive, and the government of the Republic of Ghana is really trying. So we have actually embodied the youth to actually go into the cocoa cultivation, and that is the evidence you are seeing. And this is really an evidence that people who stay outside and think that it's only Tafo, Osiem, Bonsu, and maybe the Ashanti, Eastern and Brown, Arafo and Western regions that cocoa trees are. No. I am a voluntary Welcome Association of Ghana member, and we have our cocoa project in oil palm Sefi, Amanfi, Sefi, we also and all those places. So out of experience, we brought the message that no, cocoa is helping people a lot in the other regions. That is why we have also revamped our cocoa production and management in the whole West precisely. This is a circumstantial evidence that you have ascertained by the coverage that this is on our own soil. And if people have the erroneous impression about the whole district that we don't have cocoa, even tapioca in whole central or whole municipal, we have cocoa there, and the cocoa shed, part of the cocoa shed is now used by the tapioca senior high school students as hostel. You can even see the cocoa shed, the big building that we have in Jorok Bogame here. And it's dotted all over. And almost all the big houses that are put up, the colonial ones, were put up out of cocoa production. Lume. There are towns behind the mountain. Ave, we have Lume, Ave, Doblome, Chian, Nive, Dodome, all the 6 divisional towns of Dodome. We are all in cocoa cultivation in addition to oil palm plantation. And it stretches even up to Aplakbe, Rave. It covers a wide area here. And so that erroneous impression that cocoa is, even when you go to the Volta Regional Coordinating Council now in Ho, there's a colonial cocoa tree, Tetekwashi, type there at the Regional Education Office. And that is the evidence that cocoa was in existence over so many years. And where we have got the building now, the story building, was where a whole this cocoa shed, the colonial one, during Kwame Nkrumah time. And the monuments were there, lion monuments, the two were there. It was only demolished a few years back, and that advanced buildings were put up there. So we are in cocoa production for a long time.
Nice. So briefly, finally, let me find out from you, what are some of the challenges that cocoa farmers go through, and you think government can come in to address your challenges?
The challenges are not far-fetched, my learned brother. The simple one is that even money should be accessible and available at any point in time, because now the climate of Ghana is changing. So the colonial impression that we have the main season where money will be there for farmers to sell their cocoa and get them the money paid is over, because you can see ripping cocoa pods in our farms all over the year. So money is not made readily available. So the temptation of smuggling has been coming, and we have formed our own task force to prevent the smuggling of cocoa precisely in the whole district or in the whole West. Because of the unpayment, people come from far away to come and coerce and then convince the farmers that we have ready money from Togo, we want to buy cocoa. But we ourselves, we know the importance and then the adverse effects of smuggling. So we have our own task force. We arrest the people and we hand them over to the police. Some of them are even prosecuted and they are in prison. The money is not there. And also the inputs like fertilizers and then the agrochemicals for cocoa production. We only hear that they are distributing around Kokwe area, Kokwe, Bowri, Jessica area. That's the Akan area of the Volta region, where cocoa, they think cocoa is there, Santo Kofi and those areas. Forgetting about the central part of the Volta region, we also in cocoa production. So at times you have to travel all the way to Kokwe. You go there and they'll give you at times 2 tins of fertilizer or 2 bags of fertilizer. And it's actually, my learning brother, it's an absurdity.
What about the gangs, those who spray the farms?
Yeah, they don't come. They don't come. I think last year we petitioned, and I think some 3 people came from Kweje one time, but they were even selective. It means if you don't lobby, they won't go to see your farm and then spray your farm for you. So these are some of the challenges that we are going to. Even the common cutlass to be available for farmers to buy is not there. Even the snakes that are, cocoa farms are supposed to be wetlands. And then the catch crops that cocoa grow among, like the bananas and then the big trees that we plant, the forestry that we put in for the shade. Snakes hide inside, and when there are snake bites, I think recently was it last month, 600 Ghana cedis for common anti-snake serum. Even that we have to ring Peki Hospital. They also connected the Volta Hospital too before we're able to. So we are losing even lives.
Prosper Agama is also a cocoa farmer in Jolo, Bogame.
This farm is 3.7 hectares, newly cultivated for 6 years now. And as you can see, we are a very prosperous town due to cocoa cultivation. And as somebody said earlier, it was due to bushfires, but you can see that we have mobilized the youth. The youth has actually embraced the idea of taking back the cocoa. And as you can see, these are some of the results. We only have certain challenges. Now, for some time now, you take your dried cocoa beans to the shed. For 2 months, you are not able to get the money. Where will the poor farmer get money to be able to maintain such a facility? Then the inputs. We no longer get the fertilizers, even if we are given. If we have about 80 farmers and only 10 are able to get a 1 liter box of liquid fertilizer, you can see the challenges we have. We also want to appeal to government. This is a farming community, and young guys are going into cocoa farming. What is their security? We need a pension scheme. We will also appeal to government to come out with a housing scheme for us. If they can come and they look at your farm, they look at how much cocoa you are selling, they put up a 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom house for you to pay for a number of years. I think it will be a very good incentive to we the young guys going into the farming.
For 2 years now, the producer price has not been increased. How does it affect cocoa farmers?
I don't want to blame government. Ghana's economy rests on cocoa farmers. And given excuses, the well price has come down. Then what about those who are working in Accra on behalf of the cocoa farmers under air conditioning, driving a V8 and whatnot and whatnot? No. There is the need now for government to actually recognize that the economy lies on the hands of the cocoa farmer. Imagine cocoa farmers should come together now and decide not to sell their produce to government. What will happen to those working at cocoa board? They have to be unemployed. So there is the need for others to realize that the economy rests on cocoa. And as such, the government needs to do all the promises that they need to do or satisfy to we, the cocoa farmers. My mother is at home, 98 years old, who has suffered making cocoa farm. Now that she's there, she earns nothing. Thank God, because she owns a cocoa farm, she has been able to send us to school, and today she is enjoying from us. The government needs to do something to we, the cocoa farmers.
Your brother was talking about some of the fertilizers, including Wellington boots and how snake bites you and don't get the snake serum and what have you. What do you have to say to that?
It is a fact. The youth of this town, called Jolo Bogame, were able, last 2 years, mobilize resources. We bought a fridge, we bought a computer for our community clinic. We bought the fridge for the clinic because we want the serums to be stored in there, because we are a cocoa farming area. We enter into the bush every day and we encounter snakes. Unfortunately, no, getting the syrups has become a problem. And when such an incident happens, you have to journey to Ho, about 21 kilometers. The other day, a snake bit a DSS2 student, 1 a.m. You can just imagine. So we are pleading with government to bring these things to the community clinics for us to be made accessible.
Okay. Finally, Farmers Day is approaching. What message do you have for your colleague farmers and government in general?
I want to encourage my colleague farmers to gather more energy. There is a lot of money in cocoa farming, or in other words, farming itself. But I'm also expecting government that they should come around, they look at us and give us certain things on Farmers Day. Common Wellington boot, we don't have. Spraying machine, fine. But we can be given to help us to increase cocoa production.
A 21-year-old young man who is also into cocoa farming, Evans Kuma, pleaded with government to assist the young and encourage them to venture into cocoa farming.
My name is Kuma Evans. I come from Jolo Bogame, West District. I completed school 2017. When I finished school...
Was it SHS or JHS?
JHS. I completed JHS 2017. But after that, I don't have money to go to the secondary cycle. So I was thinking how to do and get money. And I got an idea that, oh, let me enter into cocoa farming activities, because I can see that cocoa is the most necessary, important commodities in the country. And it fetches a lot of capital to many people. Through that, people build, people buy cars and all their necessary equipment. So I enter into these farming activities 2017. I cleared a field about 1 acre. I started planting. Through that, I was doing a lot of things, researches from those people, especially those people who engage in the activities, and they direct me how I'll do it. And after that, now I have a cocoa farming that is producing a lot of cocoa pods. I can even, when I harvest, even this year, when I harvest cocoa, I got a lot of money. Now I enter into the secondary cycle. So I'm a student, but I'm doing a cocoa farming activities. But a lot of challenges are coming, so I am pleading the government to come into our aid and solve our problems for us, especially Wellington boots, cutlass, fertilizers, those things that we use to help the cocoa to develop faster, to yield more pods. We are pleading the government to come into our aid. So we, the youth, we are strong enough to have the cocoa farming in large quantity. So we are pleading the government to help us so that we can produce more cocoa for the economy.
Even though government says there are no adequate funds to celebrate this year's National Farmers Day, we say Aiko, Happy Farmers Day to our gallant farmers.